Hey, I'm RejectedShotgun. So the new hero Hammond is the biggest talk right now, and there's been a leak on 4chan once again that has proved to be fairly credible that discusses all of Hammond's new abilities, what role he plays in the game, as well as how he ties into the story. So today I'm going to discuss this leak and all of the different abilities that Hammond will have. Let's talk about it. So this leak is fairly credible and it sounds very believable, so I'm going to go along with it and read you a lot of the stuff that is said on this post on 4chan. We actually just got the new moon map onto the PTR today, so I'm going to assume that based on what this post says, we're actually going to see Hammond on the PTR as soon as June 6th, which is right when the anniversary event ends. This is really good timing, and Blizzard usually actually does stuff like this so that we will be able to keep playing Overwatch and be hyped to keep playing and have a reason to stay playing the game. I'm going to read you what this post says, that way we can actually know what the abilities of Hammond are. So the poster starts off by saying, after the Blizzard post earlier today, I'm going to give you all a better idea of what's coming without ruining too much of the surprise. The new hero and map will be coming to the PTR on 6th of June as the anniversary event ends. This is good timing to keep people playing after the event. However, I want to point out that the new map is currently on the PTR, and so I'm going to assume that he meant just the hero was coming onto the PTR on June 6th. So for the new hero, he says, the new hero is a chimpanzee with cybernetic enhancements. He is a support hero. His abilities include placing anchor points that connect to form a barrier and placing a stun beacon. The barrier drops after taking too much damage, but unless it's completely destroyed, it will come back up. So this sounds really interesting to me. I was excited when there was a leak about Yvonne and Bria a while back, but that turned out to be fake. However, this character seems very similar to one of those characters, where you put up large poles that act as a sort of stun beacon, and it allows you to build essentially, kind of like Torbjorn and Symmetra are builders. It seems we got another character who's a builder here, which I'm extremely excited about. Now, about the hero being a chimpanzee with cybernetic enhancements, that adds up perfectly to what we already know from all the blog posts, so that checks out in my book. We know that Hammond is some kind of small ape, and of course all the apes on the moon got cybernetic enhancements, such as Winston. So he's a super smart chimpanzee with cybernetic enhancement that is able to place down stun beacons. Now we actually already know about the rest of this post. For right here, he says, the new map is based inside the Horizon Lunar Colony. It's a 2 capture point map, and you fight to secure the control room and an airlock. There are a few small areas where gravity is reduced. So this is definitely true. Now that we have the Lunar Colony map on the PTR playable right now, we already know that this is true and confirmed. But then the MISC stuff that he adds is also very interesting because this ties back into some leaks from quite a while ago, back before Orissa's release. He says, a few new skins will be added to the normal loot box pool, the best of which include astronaut suits. Space-themed voice lines and sprays will also be put into the loot pool. Tracer is going to get a cool Portal reference voice line, and I gotta say I'm really excited about that one. Portal 2 is probably my favorite game of all time. Custom games are going to get a gravity setting, of course we know this to be true, and the Mei origin story has been pushed back for a more favorable hero. Now, we do know that the Mei origin story was confirmed by a very credible leak, but we have yet to see it, and I've been very puzzled by this. I was wondering why the same leaker who predicted Orissa and the new Lunar New Year event has been wrong so far about this Mei event. Or excuse me, about this Mei origin story. So why has Mei not had this origin story for so long? Well, here we hear that it has been pushed back, which does make sense, as we now know they're going to be putting out a Winston one instead, and that's fine. I don't really care when we get the new Mei origin story, I just want to get it sometime soon. So all of that is incredibly exciting. You can now play the moon map on the PTR right now, and you now know a lot of the interesting details about the new support hero, Hammond. Now, we don't actually know if his name is Hammond, but we do know that he is a cybernetically enhanced chimpanzee who is the newest support hero, and you can bet your ass I'll be playing this hero non-stop on the PTR as soon as they get released. I imagine you guys will too. That's all for today's video though. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek from these leaks. That's all though, again, from this video. I will see you guys in the next video, so stay tuned.